Hi, welcome to Paranormal Kativity. Today I want to talk about Rogues Hollow. Rogues Hollow is a town that is close to present-day Doylestown, Ohio. It was known for being a place for a lot of rough and tumble types, and some of the popular ways to blow off steam were to either visit the town's brothels or to go to bars and fight each other. After a little while, the mine no longer was thriving, and so people started to leave. And after that happened, it became a ghost town for a while. Now, since then, it's become developed once again, but there still is an undeveloped portion of town where, like, the actual hollow is. The area itself is known as one of the more haunted towns in the US, even though it's no longer really a town. Like I said, the closest town is Doylestown. There are reports of so much varied activity throughout this area, and I never even knew it existed before I did the research for this. So this town has ghost miners that people see all throughout the town. They have a crybaby bridge. There's a story of otherworldly beings that move in a couple that walk down a street together. But then there's like a ghost mill, a ghost train, a ghost headless horse that even sometimes is said to have the devil riding on the back of it. The thing that was most fascinating to me would be photographs of shadow entities. For many years, there was an establishment called Becky's Cottage Tea Room. And they did the coolest thing on earth, which is they had an annual seance on Halloween, where people would come to this tea room and have the intention of communicating with the spirits there. Anyone who attended any of these seances left with some kind of experience. Whether it was something that was shared among everybody, like knocks, even voices and laughter that could be heard, but quite a few times they captured shadow people in photographs. I randomly came across these shadow people photos in a Google search on something completely unrelated and was like, hold up, what is this? I have to find out where this came from. Basically, it's people inside this tea room and you can see other figures that are clearly not the shadow of the person in front of the camera being cast onto a wall or an area behind them. Full out shadow figures of people just mixed in among the crowd of people at this seance. This location itself, while it held this Halloween event every year, didn't really do a whole lot with the paranormal throughout the rest of the year. It was more of a meeting place for like Red Hat Society people. From what I understand, it was decorated very feminine, very old-timey, so it drew like an older crowd of people who just wanted to gather for the most part. But that does not mean that that is the only spooky thing that happened there. Becky of Becky's Cottage Tea Room had some other weird events occur. Most notably would be with disappearing object phenomenon. A couple times she would close at the end of the night, have the cutlery laid out the way it should be, and come in the next morning with the spoons being missing. And this happened a couple of times. It was something strange to her, and it ended up being a story that she was telling when they hosted a tea leaf reading event. A lady came to this event, and when she heard the story, she said Lady Anne or Anna had taken the spoons and left her something in return. And she was a little taken aback by this because she actually had, on the occasions when the spoons would go missing, found money laying in the cash tray, like the wrong direction. Like if you work at a cash register, money goes this way. It's laying across the top of it. So she did get reimbursed for this missing cutlery. And this woman also said that she felt that it was because this entity saw value in metal spoons and that they were harder to acquire in her day, so she took advantage of them being there. The most heartbreaking part of this whole story is that I can never go and investigate this phenomenon or attend these annual seances because Becky's Cottage Tea Room permanently closed in January of 2015. When I looked up the address on Google Maps, I can't even find the building anymore. It looks like they may have torn it down and either put apartments or a storage facility where it used to be. So unfortunately we can't make a road trip to try and see if we can replicate some of those shadow people photos or the disappearing spoons instance. With this entire town having such a wide variety of stories that all have some kind of paranormal origin though, I still think it would be very cool to check out. So I definitely wanted to share this story with you guys, especially since this is like right in my own backyard. I live in Indiana, so it's like hop, skip, and a jump just to go check this place out. So hopefully, maybe at some point, I'll be able to go check this out. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about Rogues Hollow. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, you can do one of those. That's fine too. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet and turn on notifications. That way you get notified every time I upload. I'm Kat, and this is Paranormal Kativity. Have a strange day. Bye. This video has been brought to you by Jason, Valerie, Taylor, and all of my other awesome Patreon peeps. If you are interested in being a patron of my work, information is down below. You can also follow a link to buy a Paranormal Kativity shirt if you'd be so inclined, or if you want some additional spookiness in your day, I have a mystery link included in the description of every video, so check that out if you want to continue the creepiness. Have a strange day.